Hi everyone, this is Robin, the Artsy Bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. I am not going to be doing a tutorial today, but I am going to show you and flip through this new journal. This is the journal that we made in the class that I have, the online class, the French Bohemian Traveler's Junk Journal. So I just wanted to show you all the different things that the students learned, and if you wanted to sign up for the class, it's still available. It's available forever, and it's self-study, but we still have a live group and people making things and doing and showing what they're making. So this is the cover. It's all made out of fabric and vintage laces. This is a vintage porcelain cameo that I embellished with all kinds of wonderful trims and rhinestones and old millinery. This is a tassel that I made years ago. I'd actually had it on a doll, and it just actually worked out pretty well for this. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it on there, but I really do love it. And then the closure I also made. Back looks like this. And I really put a ton of lace on this. I don't know why, but that's just kind of what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and undo this. It's so fat that I can't even keep it closed. So here's just going to go page by page. I'm not going to go super fast, so for those of you who don't have time, you might want to wait to see this and when you want to just work on your own stuff and kind of check up on each page that I'm showing you. But this is a pocket, and this is collaged and then gessoed. I just collaged a large piece of paper and then cut it into sections so that I can make it into pockets and embellish it with laces. This is some wax seal collage, made it into a cute little notepad, and then this is the first page that opens. It's kind of a half page here with pockets out of lace and trims. Made in the class we make lots of little books so that you can have, because this journal is kind of there's, instead of like lots of writing spaces, there's little portable pieces that you can take out of the journal and journal in them. This is a pocket, vintage ledger paper, and I called this a portrait of a lady because that's kind of what was happening while I was making it. Lots and lots of journal jewelry, little pearls of wisdom in this little tiny vial. A lot of little collages with laces. Really, really fun to make. These take forever to make, though. The class has over 20 hours of content, so that you can go step by step. I go step by step for each page and each technique. Vintage. I made the envelopes junk mail with tea dye and coffee dyed into collages. These are a lot in the journal here. Vintage pages of text and dictionaries. A little tip in. A lot of little snippet tabs. And some writing paper here. Snippet here. Dictionary page that flips like this. Everything's been coffee dyed or tea stained. I'm not going to open this, but we make handmade paper clips. Almost every page has some kind of cute little tab on it, and I show you how to make journal jewelry to put on your tabs if you want. That's one of my things I've been doing for years. I've been teaching lots and lots of classes, in-person classes at art retreats and little home gatherings and bead stores for years, and most of my classes have been jewelry related, but I'm also a avid paper crafter, and I've been making books for a long, long time. Not junk journals, but more kind of journals that have different types of bindings on them. And junk journals are, I just love how you can do all kinds of collage and use all your paper stashes and make them pretty eclectic. This is another cool technique where we did this kind of cascading page and really decorated it so it opens up like this, and there's pockets in there. And then this is a envelope, a glassine envelope that's been collaged. And this is an envelope, and you'll see the back side of that as well. And this is a pocket with some lace. This is a really pretty card that I was given at an art retreat that I taught at, and I just love it, by Phyllis. And then this is, of course, one of the Target envelopes, and I go over a section in the class on this collaging technique. And a time card. More snippets. I love using all my vintage laces for these. Come in really handy. Then a little cascading collage here with gesso and very old paper from my friend Kim that I love with this handwriting on it. It's kind of a sepia ink. Old envelopes. This is from 1947. And it's a technique I go over in the class as well. I used to teach a rubber stamp. I had a rubber stamp club at my house for years. I was a rubber stamp demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And every month we'd get together and make 3 projects, and this is one of the projects. I dug through all of my old samples and kind of put together some things for this class. And then, like I said, the journal has lots of writing space, but it's more portable. So this is a little book, a little pocket there. Just love looking through it. And another tab, a snippet tab. I do snippet tags with sewing, with a sewing machine, and then we also do hand-stitched snippets in the class. So this kind of has a pretty good amount of writing space on it. A pocket with a coffee filter, and then some more writing. More lace. This is one of my handmade beads from a bead course that I have. All the links for my classes, my online classes, will be in the description below. And if you want to subscribe, I am committing myself to loading some kind of content every Tuesday, whether it's a tutorial or a flip through of a junk journal. Those of you who love Tina Gibbons, she has these amazing patterns, and I just love the graphics. This is from a dress that I bought, and it's a little bookmark. I thought it was so pretty. And some more sealing wax. We go over three types of sealing wax in the class. And here's another little pocket with some lace. A little collage of different things. Doily, lace, tag, and some washi tape. Cute little charm made out of like an old-fashioned hand here. Stenciling on a page, coffee dyed paper, another handmade paper clip, pocket, and a cute little shabby little booklet. Just tying little pieces of sari ribbon to the handmade paper clips. I used to make lamps years ago, and this was a sample for some trim, just like this tassel. This is really beautiful lace. Fringe specifically for lamp makers. It was very expensive at the time. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. But then I got pregnant and I had my daughter Violet, and I couldn't make the lamps anymore. So I stopped doing those because they take forever. I don't know if you've ever made a lamp, one of the old Victorian lamps. Oh my gosh, they take forever to make. And this is from Susie from Creative Cafe Girl. these cute little handmade crocheted flowers. I bought a few of them from her store, and she's so sweet, and I just love them. They're very precious. I think her sister makes them. Some paper that I experimented with different techniques and dyes and inks. And then this is the center page with the pocket on it, made out of an old envelope. I think the light's shining on it. So this is the center, and then an old copy of one of my postcards that I made to look like a postcard with a stamp that goes in there, and that's where the center cord goes to bind the signature. This is one signature, by the way, even though it's really huge. It's just packed. So this is an envelope. It's a very, very old envelope, and it was real fragile, so I just collaged it with Mod Podge, put some collage papers and some fabrics on it. This is a very old button from Pakistan, and I attached it to a handmade paper clip. Belly band here with the same paper that I made, just some vintage post. That's not vintage, it's a reproduction. Target envelope. This is another technique that I go over, making these cute, again, another portable piece of journaling that you can take out and then put back into your journal. This is a time card, and there's a pocket that I made on the envelope with different collage techniques using fabric and papers and vintage laces. And then I love Laurie Fusco, Girl on the Ridge. She has all kinds of wonderful ideas, and she's so sweet. And I saw that she had made some time card journals maybe about a year ago, and so I made a little one like that myself. And here's the other part of the envelope where you can stash things. So this has a nice collage mix of papers on there. And then this just opens up here so that I can add the envelope and one of my handmade paper clips. Another fabric tab. This is an actual old postcard from France. A sweet lady sent me a bunch of paper ephemera from France because I was painting roses, 1 rose a day, on old envelopes. And she owns an antique store, and she just sent them to me, and this was part of the bundle. It's very, very sweet. And one of my paper clips that I made with a little tag on it. I have a video on how to make those paper clips. And again, this is just another tab. I'm going to go over how to make these little accordion books. So you can journal in those. Take them out. Another pocket made out of just a paper bag and some beautiful French lace, old button, and I show you how to make one of these accordion pages. I saw this from a company called Red Lead Paperworks about a year ago. They had a kit to make a junk journal, and this was part of their kit. These are just tabs that I painted on as samples. So that's kind of what I did. You can make bookmarks and put them in these little tabs. I just love these accordion pages. They're so much fun. Another snippet, tad. Another part of the other part of that page with that gorgeous sepia ink. This is a little accordion book that folds out. This is one of the pieces that I made in my stamp club. We always had fun things that we made, and my friend Karen always had great ideas, so she helped me with lots of the projects. And then this comes out for some journaling space. This is a paper clip I made out of brass right here, pretty heavy duty, and then I attached some snippets of really pretty fibers. This is another one of those collages that I did. It was actually one sheet of paper, but then I just cut them up so that I have pieces that I can add to the journal when I want, and I made a little pocket there. Just a little booklet. This is another part of the envelope from here. So you have a page here, and then and this is the second part of the envelope. So what we did was made pockets. This is one of my rose paintings that I made into a postcard, and I show you how to paint roses in one of the sections of the class. And then here's the other part of the envelope. It's a pocket on this side. And so we do really fun collages. This is a snippet roll, and then here's another pocket. This is one from my friend Laura, who was a chef, and I loved her business card. This is another handmade paper clip and a journaling card with some lace. This is some very old millinery and a button, old button. Another one of my rose paintings. I do have a video series on these to learn how to paint very simple watercolors, so you could watercolor, make some paintings of your own, and make them into pockets for your journals. This is a pocket right here. And this is a simple page with a cute little eclectic gathered snippet there. And then this is a little flip out. Did a little hand stitching down here. And this is a piece of lace. It opens really nicely. This is very old. I kind of reinforced a lot of the edges. It's from a dictionary. And the same here. This is all old. A lot of old pages that I used in this journal, and a lot of my journals I do. French fabric from something I bought years ago. Old button. This is another part of the class where we go over a whole section on how to make this fun back page. Sorry, I keep having to move this because I want to make sure I'm in frame. So this is another thing that we used to make in my stamp club, another little booklet, and it kind of opens a couple different places here. We do make a lot of little cute books to put in the book, in the journal. And some more collage here. This is from a picture I took when I went to France about 2 years ago. And it's in black and white, and I kind of colored it to make it look old. So, and then I've attached this velvet tab to it. And then rubber stamped the back to make it look like a postcard. This is just a piece of artwork that I had from years ago. 2000, it was year 2000. It was and I think it was in Somerset Studio. So that is it. Thank you for staying and watching. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to watch these videos. It's like, but I really like making sure that you know what's included, and some people, you know, I think these videos are good for people who are already crafting. They're working on something and they can kind of casually look up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love the way that this journal came out. If you would like to join our class, you can do so, and the link will be down below. It's called the Ayozie Bohemian Online School, and it's a school that I just opened last November, and I have 4 online classes, and I'm going to be launching another class on a miniature, adorable miniature little journal that's going to be launching probably sometime in July. So just subscribe if you like the videos that I'm showing you, and click the bell so that you'll be notified when I load new content on Tuesdays. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I will put a link to the junk journals that I based this class on in this video, probably somewhere up above. All right, thank you. Bye.